In this class, I'm going to teach you how to wave. Waving is one of my favorite techniques to do. It has been around for a long time and it will never go out of style. So I really want to teach this to you guys. It's not easy, but I consider it a basic move that actually pretty much every dancer needs to do. But I'm going to help you with it. We're going to go slowly and build it up. All right, so let's get started. Okay, first let's start with stretching the muscles, okay? So you're going to put your palm into your side, see? And then you're going to pull your elbow and bring it towards the inside. And you hold it a little bit. It should not hurt, just a little bit. If you can go further than this, do it, because I'm not that flexible in my shoulders. But it's very good for the wave. Yeah, you hold it a little bit. And you slowly let it go. Don't just do it too fast. Then we do the other side. Yeah, you bring it in. You hold it a little bit. See? All right. Just loosen it up. You can do this as much as you can, just as long as it doesn't hurt. Okay. So then we're going to put your fingers down. See? And then you're going to grab your below your wrist, and you're going to pull it in and keep your arm straight. Okay. So with this, we stretch the forearm muscle because we're going to need it when we do this movement, all right? So just pull this a little bit. All right, and we do the other side, so your right arm, yeah. And don't do it too hard, just a little bit. Okay. And then we do our hand like this, yeah, like Spider-Man. And then you grab your fingers and keep your arm straight. If you notice that your arm just pops out, that means you're like hypermobile, like very flexible. My arms aren't like that, but be careful that you don't do it too far. Don't overextend it. Just keep it straight so that you stretch these muscles on the inside. All right, and then we do the other side. Hold it a little bit. And these type of exercises are good to do every day so that your muscles are flexible and supple. I'm Dutch, so sometimes I have to look for my words. But yeah, so they're very flexible and then you can do the movement very easily. Yeah, so let it go. And you're going to put your fingers into each other and you're going to roll your wrist and just let it loose. So this exercise you could also do against the wall and just press, yeah, so you don't have to do it with your finger, but I do it with my hands. So, okay, so I think we're pretty much warmed up, all right? So we're going to start with our arms up, yeah? So for you, it's your right hand that's gonna go up like this. So see how my hand is like this? This is because the more you stretch this, the more of a corner you can make, okay? And this is very important for the wave because the shapes are very important, okay? So keep your fingers up. And if you're like this, that's fine for the beginning, yeah? Eventually you wanna go as far as you can. So first we start with our fingertips up, yeah? Then we're going to bring the fingertips down, yeah? So that means when the fingertips are down, your wrist is up, yeah? So your wrist is up, and then we're going to bring our elbow up, yeah? So when this happens, pay attention that your shoulder doesn't go like this, okay? Make sure the shoulder stays down. And you want to make this corner. And as you can see also, when I stand like this, my arms is a little bit like this. It's hard to keep it straight, like keep it like a, how do you call it? To keep it very flat, yeah? And that's because of this muscle. Maybe you're very flexible, then it's easier. So you want to have this. And the longer you stay like this, the more it's going to hurt. So you might probably get hurt here, but it's just a bit of soreness, okay? So it's okay. Don't do it too long though. Then when your elbow is up, then you're going to raise your shoulder and bring this down, yeah? So your elbow is going to go down and your shoulder is going to come up, yeah? So, okay, so let's rest a bit. So let's go over it again from this side, yeah? So you have your fingertips up, then your wrist goes up, then your elbow goes up, and then your shoulder goes up, yeah? So each time something goes up, and you have to do it in the good order, yeah? So don't raise your shoulder when your fingertips are up, yeah? Or you're going to mess up the wave, all right? So you can't do like this. So like sometimes you see people do that, yeah? But you need to really give the proper order of your movement, all right? So fingertips up first, yeah? Because that's the first point of your arm. Then you need to bring your wrist up. Then you're going to bring your elbow up. And then you're going to bring your shoulder up, yeah? So from this side, we're going to go to the other side, yeah? So you have your other shoulder up, and then your other elbow, then your wrist, and then your fingers, yeah? So this, you could also do it with your hand, a wave, yeah? But we're not going to do that today, okay? Because you can go like from this way, you can go wave all the way up to there with your fingers. Because also your fingers have little parts that can go up each time, just like your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder, yeah? But for now, we're just going to do it in big chunks, which is your fingertip, your wrist, elbow, shoulder, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and your fingertips. Okay, so now we're going to add something to it. So we have our fingertips, yeah, so make sure you join me. Your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder, and after your shoulder, you're going to pop out your chest, yeah? And then you're going to go to your shoulder, and then your elbow, your wrist, and then your fingertips. It might be difficult to go from one part to another, so let's do this little exercise. So we're going to do this, your wrist and your elbow, yeah? And then you're gonna go back, yeah? So you have your wrist, elbow, and back. Wrist, elbow, and back. Again, wrist, elbow, and back. Wrist, elbow, and back. And let's do the other side too. So do along with me. So you have your wrist, elbow, and back. Wrist, elbow, and back. Wrist, elbow, and back. Wrist, elbow, and back. Yeah? So now we've done that. If that was hard, just do it a few times until you really get it, okay? So now we have the part where we go from our elbow to our shoulder. Yeah, it's just this part. So this is good to make sure that your shoulder doesn't go up when your elbow is up. Yeah, so make this little corner right here. Yeah, so your arm is like this, and then you're going to raise your shoulder and then go back again into the shape. And like this, and into the shape. And then like this, and into the shape. So just do this a few times until you really like get the whole going from here to here. Yeah, and it will hurt. So just give yourself a rest sometimes. So let's do the other side. You have your elbow up, shoulder, elbow, shoulder, elbow, shoulder, elbow, shoulder, and elbow. Yeah, so let's just do that a few times. So let's raise our arms and raise your fingers. So let's do it slowly. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right? So really pay attention that when you have your elbow up, that your shoulder is not like this. Okay? Because I see that a lot of time when I teach the wave, people are always going like this at the beginning. Yeah? So really put it down. Okay? So let's try that with the music.
Fingers on the track.
So now we're going to make our transitions more fluid, more flowy, all right? So we're going to raise our arm, yeah, and your fingertips up, and then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you want to travel, you want to go from one position into another, and then go into another. So like actually you're pretty much transforming into a different position, yeah? So you go from your chest into your shoulder, and don't go like this. This sometimes, like when you do a chop, 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 that's more like, you know, it's a different effect, but we want to go make it fluid, yeah? So make sure we go from here into here, into the shoulders, into your chest, into your shoulder, into your elbow, into your wrist, and your finger, yeah? So let's do that again. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? So make everything as fluid as possible. Yeah? Because eventually when we wave, you want to make it more like water, you know, like a wave. So you see how my hand did this? Eventually, this is where we want to go. Yeah? So we want to go. That's where we're going to go. But for now, let's just make it fluid. Yeah? And you just take your time. So you really need to feel all your moves. Yeah? So let's do that with the music. So now we're going to make it more wavy, all right? So we're going to raise your fingers, and what we want to do, we don't want to make it choppy anymore. So what we did before was 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 counts for each move, right? So what we want to do now is you want to flow it from one, and then the other one already starts while you're going to the next part, yeah? Here, boom. So there's no stops, it just keeps waving. And you connect pretty much everything. This might be a bit difficult, but this is where we want to go. Yeah? You want to make it as fluid as possible. So join me with this. Yeah, so do not stop. Don't make it a stop, but just fluidly go from the one part into the next. And you can make it even bigger if you want to. I love mini waves, like make it mini, but the first practice is making it very big, and do not do this. It's forbidden. You're not allowed to do this anymore. After this wave, I want to see proper waves, okay? So really go from one. So like see how I'm almost here? So when you're here, then it's too late. Yeah, so you want to go from here, and then you already want to see, go from here. So you pretty much, you just barely when you get there, the next part already starts. And when this one gets to your elbow, like almost here, the other one already connects to the other parts. Yeah? So, whoop, see? You do not want to completely finish a move. Everything needs to go transition in to each other. Yeah? So we're just going to do this slowly with the music so that you pretty much have a complete wave. Yeah? And this, you can also do this like, yeah, I have my arms here, but you don't always do this, Sometimes you just go from here, bring it here. I think it's not like Renegade Challenge. Like you have that little boom, yeah? So you can have different variations. You could also have your palm up and then like go from here, twist it. You could also bring it in, instead of your chest, bring it with your head, or from here, like that. You could bring it down, and then, the wave is just pretty much a really awesome technique. So let's do that with the music slowly. I hope you enjoyed the class. I hope you learned something. Make sure you keep practicing because the wave is something that takes a little time, but when you got it, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, see you next time.